Yeah, that leg is all messed up. No, I think we're good.
Fine. I think we look really close up to it now. KJ's first. I was on there. What did it do? Live chat, say something. Live chat. How's everybody doing?
Face.
It's absolutely gorgeous out here right now. It's been chilly all day long. Right now, it's absolutely beautiful. Train is going on behind us.
It's still, I feel like it's still tiny bit chilly.
I mean, the breeze is definitely kicking in.
Yeah, all sorts of people on here. Kelly, I'm so sorry to hear about your arm, girl.
Yeah, that's no fun at all. It's messing with me. There we go. All right, Bob is here. Priscilla's here.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hi. Did you get that your recent video reloaded? I haven't been able to go check it out. I have like a very short window to watch things.
Hopefully the wind is not too annoying for you guys as far as sound. Jody and Nancy and Mary's homestead.
Hi, which means, is Alicia there with you still?
Juanita, hello from Pocatello, Idaho.
Nancy and Jody already said them, I think.
Yep.
What kind of chat's been going on?
Hi, Jim. Hi, Colleen.
Hi, guys. Anna must be lurking.
She says she's finishing up a dog pen cleaning. She'll be right with us.
Ours is next. Can we sign up for that?
Lynn the Okie. Hey, Lynn the Okie.
Hi.
Welcome.
Are you new to our chat? Bob says $5 ladies are rushing right now.
Well, that's another loss. We weren't. In fact, we were eating Chinese food.
We were eating Chinese food.
No rushing at all.
It looked like it was getting ready to rain, and I'm not feeling well, so I do a little bit, and then I need to lay down, and then I can do a little bit more. So we went in, and I was changing out the thing, and I was like, why don't we just take a nap? And Kim's like, okay, she had a headache. So we kind of just go lay down, and I'm up in my room, and I text her, I'm like, are you awake?
And I was, but my phone was on Do Not Disturb.
Oh.
And so, because I, automatically when I go down to try to take a nap, but my headache was just bugging me, so.
And then when she finally was like, yes, I am, I was like, do we have time to go get Chinese food? She's like, yes. I'm like, you want to? She's like, yes.
Nancy's like, I finally got to listen and to be here.
Yay.
So happy you're here, Nancy. Anna said, the dogs are hearing y'all and going nuts.
Yeah, they are. We either need to buy hay right now, or we need to let the goats out and sit with them while they eat. So today we let them out. We're trying to train the whole herd to stay where we are.
Well, first, today we went to go get hay.
Yeah.
But they were closed.
And they didn't open till noon. And I was like, we're in mid-working at noon, so that's dumb. So then we just let them out, because we have a lot of stuff that they can be eating, and there's just no point in feeding them bought food if there's free stuff they can be eating.
Free food.
And clearing out what we need them to clear out. So
the problem is there's so much space for them to eat, but they want to be right up on like the shipping container and the area that we live in, and then they get into everything. They're like toddlers. They get into everything.
I mean, they will knock, if it's on a table, they will knock it off. If it has a lid on it, they will take the lid off. So Justin was being a champion this morning, keeping them, herding them, but then we took them over to the barn, and the sheep were like, oh, I'm gonna walk down the driveway. And they just kept wanting to go down the driveway. And so we spent a little bit more time corralling them than we probably should have today. I think this is our last week of really good weather. We're going to get up into 73 this week, and then we have another cold drop come in, and we'll probably stay in the 50s from that point on.
Darlene, hi from Ontario, Canada.
Hi. So we did talk to, Kim did, because I've been sick, so I actually skipped church. But Kim went to church and was talking to Susan, and she was saying that her trees in her area are covered in pine cones, like heavy laden in the pine cones. And we are not. And for those of you that don't know what the heck I'm talking about,
welcome to
I was looking up how did the local tribes in this area. Chloe's losing her dang mind. We may have to lock them in.
Because Heather talks so loud, she talks with like. What do you
I
call it?
enunciate
She
with
projects.
the diaphragm.
She
I go
projects.
from the diaphragm. All right, you want to do it or you want me to do it?
I could do it. The dogs.
Because whatever it is, there's like probably a rabbit.
Bob,
right?
are you training babies to leash walking?
No, but I actually talked about doing that. So anyway, the local tribes would watch the trees, and if the trees had lots of pine cones, that meant you were going to have a heavy winter. If they had very few, then that meant you were going to have a light winter. And so here on my property, we have hardly any, and there's a lot of trees that have none. But then our friend Susan at her house, her trees are heavy like ours were last year. But we are in this special little spot here that has like our mullein and our St. John's wort have still been growing. So like everybody else, it's dead everywhere else, but we still have it and it's green. So that's cool. No, we had tons last year and the trees are in good health. And I could see that if it was a 1 or 2 trees that weren't doing it, but none of the trees have hardly any pine cones on. In fact, they're very similar to how it was the very first winter that I had up here. And that was, I could have worked all through that winter. It was really nice. The breeze is going to try to kick up. And then last winter, they were full all the way to the bottom. Like they were so heavy with pine cones. It was pretty crazy actually. And then we had a really, really hard winter. And each winter, because I found this out, I learned this the first year I was up here, that very first winter. And so then I started watching them. And I actually went back and looked at videos to see what the trees had on them. And so the first winter I was here, just the top quarter had pine cones on them. Like this one that I'm looking at right here, it's that way. And then the next season, they were about halfway down and we had a little bit harder of a winter. And then last winter, it was like 3/4 full and they were full. Like the limbs were like super heavy and we had a really, really hard winter. So I'm super interested. This just fascinates me. Like I'm a weather nerd anyway, but this like full on fascinates me. And I'm so interested to see how this winter is for us versus some of the other people.
Everybody's talking about the bunny in the background.
Right? Isn't it fun?
They're all over the place.
Bob said, glad I didn't bet on you having to move chairs since the sun is at your back. We planned that today. And sitting out here so you guys can look at the lake instead of
us. You can see the beauty behind us. KJ, I think he likes being on video, Vicky says.
All right, what has everybody been up to?
KJ is loving the view of the water and the hills behind you.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And I'm really excited for this week and the weather. We have to rally on our firewood. We borrowed our friend Carrie's splitter, so we have a splitter up here. We just have, and so we're gonna work on the next couple of days getting our bigger trees that we have that to finish cutting up that need to be split. And then we can take that back to her, and then we have a whole bunch of trees that are literally just going to be cut into rounds.
Are you going to tell him the genius thing your son was doing the other day with his firewood?
I hope it's genetic, and I hope that came from me. And
well, you raised him as a single mom, so
he had the excavator and was holding the tree up to where he didn't have to bend over. So.
And they were standing in the back of the truck.
Yeah,
like,
in the trailer. Yeah, and so he would cut it and it would fall in the trailer. And then they just kind of scooted their way down and he was literally cutting it into a pile. And it's a dump trailer. So then they just backed it over to where the splitter was and dumped half of it and then had it all split.
It was amazing.
Yeah. We don't have a huge amount that needs to be split. We do have a really big tree up the hill that I'd like to try to get. It was actually in Kimmy's video.
Hey, Bushcraft.
Hi. It was in Kimmy's last video. Was it? No, not the last one. One before that. We went mushroom hunting. Yes. Our mushroom hunting bust. But that tree, it had a split in the top, and so
And we did.
It was a dead standing probably, and then it
And
broke.
we cut it out on the video, but it actually not only split in the middle, but there was two different sides of it.
So part of it is still standing, but then there's two really big long sides that are down. So I'd like to cut those up and that was a big tree. Those would need to be split. We have a couple over here that need to be rounded and split, and then
We
I
got
have a
Anchor
tree over
down
there.
there.
Hi guys.
Oh, and Chasing Freedom as well.
Oh, nice. Nice. So yeah, we've got that to do. The problem is because I'm sick and it's mostly a head cold, but I'm really weak, so I can work for just a little bit, and then I have to take a break because I get exhausted.
We're praying. I don't get it because then
We don't got time for that.
no,
We don't have time for this.
it's gonna be worse. Working smarter, not harder. Genius.
Yes.
That's what I said too. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's working smarter. Band-aid cut or stitches cut?
I don't know.
KJ
Oh.
to Anna. I don't know what that is.
Grant, I challenged your tractor skills the other day. That'll come out on Wednesday.
You guys should see it. All I'm gonna say.
I couldn't let you show me up.
KJ Hastings, don't need stitches when the finger's on the phone.
Oh,
What happened?
What
What
is
did I
going
miss?
on?
Anna, did you cut your finger? I was cutting plumbing tie straps in the dark and sliced.
Oh, everyone
finger.
got sick up there. Grant, Nicole, and
That's weird.
everybody.
You're sick, Grant, Nicole, and then also, well, Sam wasn't
Sam
here.
wasn't here,
Never
but
mind. I was gonna blame Sam.
it was like a whole week.
Sam's not on here, so I was gonna blame Sam.
But it was like a whole week. Because I got sick on Friday. Friday I wasn't. Thursday I wasn't feeling well. So that was like a whole week later. I mean, I guess the gestation
Brenda
period
and
of
Max
things.
was sick too. Matt and I had a slight cold, and now Isaac has it.
Well, somebody gave it to all of us then.
Grant, I ain't scared of no competition for the tractor. Alicia!
Hi.
So, Alicia, I hear that you're over hanging out with Mary from Mary's Homestead. That's fantastic. I love that you
That's
guys
so
are getting
fun.
together. So that's
Yeah.
so fun.
We're all swapping germs. I mean, it's not like we were sharing drinks or anything.
Apparently, I was out of that part of things.
I think we've all learned that from our collaboration videos is that I am really loud.
Yeah. It's funny when we were
My voice
editing.
carries.
When we were editing, there was the part when she was editing. There's the part where I was interviewing Matt and Brenda from Chasing Freedom Homestead, and you can hear Heather in the background. It's funny because when we do things together, like today, we were doing a video and we were sitting on the beam talking, and she's like, "You need to raise your voice.
You need to
because-"
yell.
And I'm like, maybe you need to lower yours.
No, because then
That we
whenever
can get even.
then when I raise the volume, the background is too loud and we still can't hear us. So that's why I enunciate. That's why I like project. We could blame my choir teacher. He was like, I should hear you like I'm standing next to you.
So funny.
Ah,
Well, I'm sorry to all you sickies. I hope you all start feeling better.
right?
Praying that I don't get it. That's all I
Anna
can
says,
say.
wait, we just learned that from that video? Or we just knew that? Well, apparently I just learned it.
Oh man, my phone all of a sudden just like updated and it went scrolling like all these things.
Hi, Tanya.
Tanya,
So we went through your clothes
We
that you
did.
gave us. She gave us some clothes.
I was trying to find a way to get a hold
I was
of
like,
you.
we're
to
gonna
say
be so
thanks.
warm.
That's fantastic. We appreciate it so
Yes,
much.
we do. KJ, I don't get loud often, so people pay attention when I do. See, this is the thing. People freak out whenever I get quiet, like full on freak out. The panic goes up in the room, and they're like, "Ah, Heather must be mad."
You know when Heather's quiet, something's happening. She's processing. She's upset about something. Yeah. We'll
Ice
definitely
cream
put them to
helps.
good use, Tanya.
KJ says ice cream helps.
I thought about getting her ice cream the other day, not to try to help her moods or anything.
Because that's usually what it
because
is.
she was sick, and when you're sick, sometimes you just want some comfort food.
But I made some really good chicken soup.
She did.
Put a lot of vegetables in it. And then we had 2 days of chicken soup, and then I made chicken pot pie.
Then we had leftovers. Yeah,
it was good.
Yep.
It was tasty.
I had a boss like that. If you were screaming, it was fine. If he was screaming, it was fine. If he quietly said, "I need to talk to you," you were in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Bob, she's been doing the mullen.
Yeah.
Marsha, hello from MN. Enjoy watching. Keep up the good work.
Oh, thanks.
MN. I'm sure I need to know this. MN.
Minnesota.
Ian from Scotland's
Hi,
here.
Ian.
Hi, Ian. I have not seen your most recent video, but I hope you're doing well, Ian. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Healing up. I know.
Exactly, Bob. That's why
I know.
That's why the ice cream didn't happen.
That's why I didn't get it for her. Nurse Kimmy was like, no. Thanks, Anna, for sharing links.
So we did some more work on the barn today, and then we actually ended up picking up the new beam saw because the other one is just slowly like falling apart. Couldn't get it to finally line up. It just was really pissing me off.
The chain kept popping off.
The chain would get hot and pop off. And the one thing about the Hercules.
One
thing about that one is it has a little oil that where you put oil in it so that it self oils so that it doesn't get hot. Because we're 12. And so
is that why we both
good? So I went ahead and got it, and so then we get it home and it's broken.
Oh, Carol Kettner made the live finally.
Hi, Carol. And it's broken. So I can't, like, the part that clips on, that actually clips on to the saw onto the thing wouldn't fit. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. This should not be this hard. So then we took it back and they had one left and it had been repackaged because someone had brought it back. And I was like, I said, okay, I want to pull this out of here and I want to see if it can clamp together. And so it did. And then we're walking out and he was like, the guy just said it didn't. Kim asked him, why did this get returned? And he's like, it didn't fit his circular saw. I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense because it fits almost all of them. And so then we're walking out and I'm really looking at it and I'm like, this guy used this. This chain is used. And so we go back in and
there's
I was
still
like,
sawdust on it.
Yeah. And I'm like, so I go back in there and I'm like, can I have the chain off the brand new one? Because that's a brand new chain and this one has been used. And so
and they don't carry a replacement chain.
No replacement
for
chains.
those.
So what ended up happening is by the time we got it off, the manager was like, here, just take the chain. You can have two chains.
The funniest thing about it was, so the checkout girl, she was like, go help her to the manager. And he was like, I don't know how to, she knows how to do that better than I do. And I was like, yeah, yep. City men don't, nowadays it's like,
well, because
we don't allow men to be men.
Yeah.
And we really need to.
Well, and yeah. So this is really sad, but I'm like, I need a socket that fits this right here. And he's like, okay, well, let me go see what I can get. So he comes back with a pair of those clamping pliers. And I just look at it. I was like, well, I don't know if this will work. And so like I put it on there and I tried and I'm like, no, it really needs to be a socket. And so then he comes back with like the whole case and he just like opens it up and hands it to me like this. And I'm like, oh Lord, don't giggle, Heather, don't giggle. And so then I pull the socket out and I'm like, I need the ratchet part. Like I have to have the ratchet part. It was pretty comical.
Carol says, sorry to hear you're sick. Where's all your herbal teas? She has been drinking some.
I've been drinking those.
Lynn said, if you have white pine tree, you can make pine needle tea. It's mild and flavorful, vitamin C. We did learn that on our...
We did, and I don't think I
Medicinal.
have white pine up here.
No.
I have yellow pine. I don't have white pine.
You can also make a soda out of
Ponderosa
that.
pine. I know.
We're
We
gonna
gotta
have to
find-
make it.
Yeah, we gotta find a white pine
It's
somewhere.
kind of like, and if you put fresh homegrown ginger in it, you can make homemade ginger ale.
Yeah.
And pine.
We don't have cedar up here either, which is.
No, that's stupid.
And our friend Carrie, her whole property, she's not too far from us. Her whole property has cedar all over it.
Anna, I don't want to try to sharpen a chain. That seems like so much work, but I have the sharpener.
I have the sharpener that you just put on there and it guides you so that it's exactly, and it's really not a lot of work. It's a pain when you're trying to work and then you got to do this, but I did go buy 2 brand new chains for the chainsaw to cut through this firewood because I didn't want to take the time. Plus, I needed a new one, but I was like, I'm just going to buy 2 so that I can swap them out. But yeah, we got quite a bit to cut up. I don't know how we're going to get the one that's up the hill.
Anna says you sound better.
Thank you. I do feel better. I just get exhausted very easily.
KJ, it wouldn't be bad if he didn't work at a hardware store. That's what I said.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, we would not be calling you
I was
out
like,
on YouTube.
I wouldn't hire a man in my store that sells tools and hardware and stuff like.
Yeah.
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 How did the new one cut? Tanya wants to know.
So we haven't used it yet. So we've stopped for to rest, and I was gonna switch everything out, and then it was like half the tools are there, half the tools are here. It was a pain. So I got it all hooked on there. I just need to go take it over there and then finish. I have to switch the bar around. It looks like it's on there better, and it appears to be pretty straight. So I haven't tightened everything down. So once we get it over there, I'll take the tools and I'll tighten everything down and get that done. I have to move the safety bar from one side to the other of the chain, of the actual chain part, the bar. And those screws are wanting to stick. They're not wanting to come undone.
KJ, I want to put a grinder on my workbench in the basement to do a lawnmower blades and other work. Need to get an electrical outlet in over there, though. I'm sure you can figure that out.
Yeah, my stepdad used to do
I have
that. That
all
was
the
so
faith in the world
impressive.
in you.
Yes.
Bob, I would love that job because I might already most of their tools. You're sounding like somebody else I know.
Words are hard, huh, Bob? Had to give the electric company workers a few saws blades because they were none on their trucks today. Weren't you a nice guy? I'd be like, well, what's up with not packing your truck? I'd have just razzed them about it. I did one time. There was a motorcycle rider in front of me, and a distance in front of me, and he went down on his bike. I think he got overheated. No, his bike was down. And I pulled in, this was before I even rode motorcycles, and I had some ratchet straps in my, and the tow guy came up and he was like, this makes no sense to me. He knew it was a motorcycle, but didn't strap down a motorcycle. And so I was standing there with the guy, and I got him some water and stuff, because I think he was having a heat stroke, to be honest with you. But I gave him ratchet straps.
Drew, Bob says, yes, wards are hoard.
Both sentences are hard, too.
Anna, Boo-Boo's been dressed, washed and dressed, all better now. I need someone to kiss it and make it better. I'm out.
Aw.
I'm out.
That's why you have puppies.
I would give you a hug. Not going to kiss your boo-boo. KJ, I have to redo virtually all electricals since there is still knob and tube wiring for lights. No grounding either. Will be next year. All the roof needs done. In which case, it will be the year after.
Yeah. Are you going to do a metal roof, or are you going to do shingles?
Ooh, Vicky's smart. She bought a grinder wheel
Vicky is smart.
fits her Milwaukee. And then she borrows the neighbor's car ramps so she can sharpen her lawnmower blades on the unit.
On it. Nice.
Yeah. You know, there's property for sale right next to us, Vicky, just saying.
And KJ. Wait.
And Anna.
And Anna.
And Mary from Mary's
Mary,
Homestead.
everybody.
That's fancy, Anna says.
It's
Ooh, Vicky,
fancy.
that's fancy.
All right, so what else has been going on? I don't know. I'm a little drunk on Chinese food.
Yeah, I said we're gonna be like the goats, right? So we come out, we're walking in, and we're like, "This is weird. It's quiet. We don't hear
Super
them."
quiet.
And you know, like toddlers, when it gets quiet, you're like, something's happening. And so of course we napping because they're so dang full. They're in there just like food coma.
Bud's stomach was like this wide. I'm like, dude,
so
you look
pregnant.
like you have triplets in there. It's like waddle, 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 waddle.
It was pretty funny.
It is funny.
But anyways, yeah. So then when we were eating Chinese food, I was like, that's going to be us during the live. We're going to be like,
Food
food
coma.
coma. But at least we won't be like, oh, we're so hungry and you guys keep talking
Right?
about food.
Now you could just talk about your food. It's fine.
Yep.
We are going to try to go. We did plumb a couple more posts. We're going to try and raise a couple more beams today. And then tomorrow, I think we're going to get on Firewood immediately. What?
KJ said her 1 year anniversary of watching the channel was last week.
Oh, that's
and
so cool.
8 months of membership this week.
That's so cool.
That's fantastic.
So we have decided we're actually going to do a members. We talk about this in Friday's video, but a members
since you're here, you
plaque.
get a sneak peek.
Yeah,
Not sneak peek,
a,
but
a plaque for members who have been supporting us to put in the barn during the whole barn build. So like all the way up until the
so
barn
if
is
you-
done, we're gonna then put their name on a plaque.
so if you jump on now, it's not too late.
Yeah, exactly. So up until the barn's done, all those names are gonna be thanks for your financial support.
Yep.
Okay, because I was figuring this out the other day, and just because when I was starting YouTube, I thought, oh, that person's got like 6,000 subscribers. They must be making a bunch of money. I make about $300 a month, and half of that is from members.
And I make about $10 a month.
It's actually, I think $88 of that is from members. So basically, without members, it would be like $250, a little under $250 a month. And I mean, I think we do like pretty good as far as views and stuff like that. It's just that thought of
We don't make as much as
no. And it's really funny when I have this happen every now and then. Someone will send me an email and they're like, you need to throw out such and so-and-so's name on your channel to help them. And I am like, I watch that channel and I do throw out their name, and they have like 450,000 subscribers. They are a much bigger channel than I am. Go tell them to throw out my name.
It's so funny when people, often people will throw in the comments, oh, have you gone over to so-and-so's, channel and checked out their stuff or whatever, or they're doing this over on their channel.
Yeah.
And we're like, I hope people throw our names out too to other people's channels. Like,
Right?
Hey,
Those girls are hilarious.
Hey, keeping it Dutch. Did you see the barn build that the Cause We Can farm girls are doing? You went over to their property before. You should go check it out.
Check it out.
Y'all go bug him about it.
Hey, we have to redo this because look, our tape's coming up. So I got a super fancy, glittery, glitterily cover on the phone, and this is our recording phone. And we found out that was not a good idea because when the sun hits it and you're trying to film, you look like you're in a disco. So
Thank you, KJ. KJ says membership also gets you lives on Thursday every week.
Exactly.
And bonus content, only $3.99 a month for Pine level.
Yeah.
Plus tax.
Exactly.
Thank you,
I
KJ.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it is super helpful. And we do put that money, all money plus more money goes to building and that kind of stuff. But
Anna, to answer your question, I do have a membership, but mine is not through YouTube. My membership is through Buy Me a Coffee. I have one member, Vicky Rab. Thank you, Vicky.
Aw, Vicky.
So yeah, absolutely.
And
that's down in the description on my channel.
Tanya likes discos.
Ah, disco.
Yeah. Can't sing any of those songs because we
can
get demonetized.
We can do that. We can do that. Disco.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
That's so funny.
Nancy has been watching this channel since I started it. That's awesome.
That is fantastic.
You were like through the rough days when I was terrible.
It's
and awkward.
Chasing Freedom Homestead also was watching your channel when you were renovating the RV. So
early on.
That was a really long time
early on. You know what I need to tell people when they say you don't finish anything? I can say, yeah, I finished the RV.
I will find the link. I think it's a yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Can we all see Heather in a curly wig disco dancing?
Yes. Totally do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I think
that should be alive in a hotel.
Well,
Once
I need
once we get a gift card to the hotel, we will make sure that happens. Just saying,
and
Ruby Hotel.
And it's going to be red, and it may be reminiscent of a clown wig, but that's fine.
Because I totally think that's a hotel thing. Like we could go to the pool. You could wear your red curly wig.
Yeah.
I'll go swim and sit in the hot tub. DeRay Fisher, I've been watching you since WRWR.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's so fun. All those memories are coming up on Facebook, and it's so cool to look at.
And for those of you guys watching from home and not on your phone and you're not able to comment, hi! we know you're there, but sometimes it's hard to forget when we don't see you type something in. So pull your phone up, pull us up, type a comment and say, hi, I'm watching from home. That would be great. Or from my
Bob, does
TV.
local hotel have a dance floor?
I don't know, but
yes,
we can
it's
find
called
out.
the hallway.
That is funny. Carol saw the RV reno when you were doing it.
Nice.
I was in Florida at the time and I was watching it too.
Yeah. That was hard to film.
Alita says, love you, you're so funny.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, Brenda said, yes, loved watching Heather back then.
That was so funny because so I feel like Grant, Nicole, and even Brenda and Matt haven't gone through the super awkward stage.
Right?
Like they just started making good content.
Sam too.
He's got good content too.
I went back to his first video and I was like, goodness gracious.
Did you guys just delete the old ones where you felt weird?
And Sam, for those of you guys that don't know, Sam's DK Ranch, they are awesome.
Yeah.
You could go over there and tell them that we sent you.
Tell them we said hi. You have to get a room for the New Year's live-a-thon anyway.
Yeah.
I added words. I'm from Texas. We had letters.
This year it's going to be your channel because last year was mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nobody can get on to me that Kimmy hasn't sent her stuff yet.
Honestly, I don't know where we put it. So there's that. So if you come to the live for Heather's New Year's live, you know what? I might by then know where it is.
I'm just driving the bus.
Thanks. What are friends for, right?
Hey, buddy. Shoo. We see you.
Janet's been a member 5 months.
Nice.
That's fantastic,
Thank
Janet.
you.
You should come to our Thursday lives.
Yeah, we haven't seen you there.
No, we would love it.
Do you watch them after the fact?
It's Thursday at 5, our time, 8 East Coast time.
We tell all the secrets there.
And we're more laid back than we are now. Bob, did you feel that bump as you ran Kimmy over? Kelly, so you're doing what we did.
What? What'd you do?
So you're doing we did.
I think a rabbit stole it.
We'll be Another Friday video this week.
Yeah, on Friday, but not a live. So that was just a special event.
Yeah, and we totally missed my live last week. Totally just canceled and then never.
Well, there was stuff going on. What was going on?
The service where it was raining, and I
it was
had terrible
raining.
service.
And the boys were here.
Yep.
So we would have had to sit in the truck, and it was gross. And we had the fire going.
And then the rest of the week there was just things happening, so it didn't get rebooked.
So really exciting news, though. I think pretty soon we'll be getting the Starlink hooked up because.
Oh yeah. Hear this story.
So we're actually going to sell plasma to help finish paying for the barn. And we go down there and they're like, no, you have to have an address to where you live in order to do that. Otherwise, you're considered homeless and we won't take homeless people's plasma.
Because you're transient.
You're
and
transient.
you can easily, like, I don't
know what we could do, buy a bus ticket and leave. I'm not really sure. But so anyhow, I was like, fine. So I'll go pay it. You have to pay it. It's like $130. So I went and paid it Friday and or Monday, it might have been Monday. Paid it, put a new one. She emails me and says,
Friday.
Yeah, it was Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So then she emails me today and says, you paid for this 2 years ago. We don't really know what happened on our end, but you have an address. We just never gave it to you. Here's your reimbursement. I'm like, what?
So God's favor, we got the money back, so
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
But it really would have been useful. Over the past 2 years, there's been
Yes.
so many issues with address things.
Yes.
It would have been nice.
Yeah. So there's that. And I'm not going to say that. Never mind.
Okay.
We don't know. We don't know anything.
Nope.
Hi, Bunny.
Brenda, no way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Chasing Freedom Homes.
Yeah. So now we can actually sign up and we have an address and all that good stuff.
Anna, y'all could have showered and changed before you went through. Yeah, we did kind of look homeless.
did look a little homeless.
So yeah, there is that. Oh, and then, okay, so then we, they're like, no, we can't take this, so we're not going to do it. And then we both get an email and a text saying,
Yes.
Sorry you missed your
Appointment.
We're like, we didn't miss our appointment. We were both
there.
And I even told him after he told her no. I said, I'm the next one on your schedule, and I have the same issue, so I'm here, but I'm not going to be able to do it. Yeah. So we were like, we did not no-show. That's rude.
Exactly. We were not no-shows.
Alicia, I'm homeless.
Homeless, exactly.
Hey, Alicia, technically we are too.
We are, yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. So when my son and I, we were living in a bus on some land in Texas, and the school was like, well, he's homeless. And I'm like, girl, I will fight you if you put him down as homeless. All I could see was CPS showing up and being like, you're homeless.
Can you imagine Heather trying to fight somebody at the school? Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. They liked me there. They had poison ivy up the side of their building, and I'm not allergic to it. And I was like, I'll go get it down.
KJ, I got my new property tax bill for the next year. Went up $436 since values have skyrocketed. House value up $50,000 in 3 years. I plan to appeal since it had been appraised due to the estate for less.
Right. One thing that they do here that I think is really pretty cool for veterans, but you have to be 100% disabled veteran, and then you don't have property tax, and you can register your vehicles for free and all that kind of stuff.
That is really cool. Hey, the gas station that we got our Chinese food at. Yes, we did.
Yes, yeah, we
did
did.
it at a gas station.
Totally.
But the gas station we got our Chinese food at, they give a portion of their coffee sales to the vets.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was like, that is really cool. And no, it's a restaurant that's actually in the.
It's not really
gas
a
station.
restaurant. It's a side hustle. But it is. They do call it a restaurant, but it looks super sketchy. But it's really good.
And it's the only Chinese food in Sandpoint.
And nobody has gotten sick from there
that we know
town.
of.
No, because they would go. It's a small town.
It would run.
Shut down. The gossip
would
mills would run with that. It'd be Larry. Anna's Larry would be like calling people.
You would have the runs two different ways. I just come out.
I'm gonna spit my soda. That's why we have 2 stalls in the outhouse.
The truth comes out. Good place for Chinese.
Brenda, they've gone. They've never gotten sick.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, KJ, that's really cool. I'm not 100. Well, so I'm 80% unemployable. So that they give you 100%, but the state here won't count me as 100% because it's not 100%.
Tanya wants to know which gas station. It is the one that I think it's the Conoco right as you go into downtown Sandpoint off of the
Chinese Kitchen. It's called
Chinese Kitchen, and it's the only. You Google Chinese food in Sandpoint, it's the only one.
It's good.
It's the only
It's
one.
good too. It's totally good.
Virgil, hey, the prime rib at the gas station is
Samuel's.
It's Grace. Oh, Virgil.
Oh, that's funny.
Gas station prime rib. I'm there.
You know you're in a small town when.
Hey, the other gas station has really good burritos.
It does. Amazing
They're
burritos.
like, yeah, they're fantastic.
So we have our Chinese gas station and we have our Mexican gas station because they have really good.
Safeway has Chinese food at the deli.
Well, they do. They have the.
It's just not
the sushi.
fresh.
They have the sushi there.
They're not cooking the Chinese food to order.
Yeah, we watched the guy in the back in his little walk.
Tanya says fish fry on Friday night at Samuel's is the best.
What?
Fish fry?
What day is this?
I've never even heard of
What
Samuel's.
day?
Fridays.
Are we meeting there?
Chasing Freedom Homestead said, we've heard Samuel's is good. So is the fish and chips.
Are we all meeting there on Friday? I feel like this should be a thing.
I think it should. let's start that.
See, Tanya, absolutely.
Anna, when I moved here, I was like, why are all the pizza places and gas stations? Okay,
yes.
Guys, it's so weird. In Florida, they have a place in the gas station where you can order all this food like macaroni and cheese and sandwiches and soups, and it's like they cook it right there. It's like a restaurant inside the gas station with all of this stuff. And I was like, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But their food was phenomenal. The best mac and cheese I have had, bar none.
Wow.
Like, amazing.
The gas station near us used to have really good burgers and fries, and then they changed hands, and now they're just terrible.
They changed hands?
Now they charge
They used their right, and now they're using their
yes,
left.
exactly. And their little pints of ice cream are $10. The ones that are $4 at Walmart, that they go get from Walmart, and then they sell them for $10. So I boycott them.
The other gas stations.
That is fire.
Wait, the other gas stations, ice cream is like $6, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you get a whole half a gallon.
See, she knows the gas
You get
station.
the gallon, and the one with the good burritos.
No judgment.
The one with the good burritos is the only one that has the huckleberry ice cream.
That's true. Even the Walmart doesn't really
Not
always
all the
have it.
time. They
Yep.
have it. The Tillamook's, and it's good.
Virgil, breakfast is amazing as well. Fish on Fridays, prime rib on Saturdays. The restaurant is the Blue Heron.
Oh, I've heard of that place.
KJ, it's like beer. After being in Europe, I can't take American beer. A few craft ones are okay, but nothing like German beer.
My uncle.
It's a good thing I've never tried German beer.
So my uncle was German and moved over here from Germany, and he would complain about the beer all the time. He also.
As he should. The beer's killing you. Isn't that what they said about the beer?
The beer is bad. Don't
There's
drink
stuff
the
in
beer
the beer.
anymore.
Don't do it. Craft beer is different.
Yeah, your small craft
Breweries,
beer places.
small
Yeah.
breweries, yeah.
Those are different, but like, yeah. So anyway, he had a windsurfing shop, and he would strip down to his underwear and drive home. And he'd get pulled over all the time for indecent exposure. He's in his underwear. And he was just like, ow, I don't get this. This is dumb. He was just like, so this is dumb. He also used to get on to me about growing my hair out because I only wanted to be pretty. And I'm like, well, I'm 13, so yeah.
Bob said had a buddy drive down the road the other day with a few dozen lobsters. He gave him 2 because he had so many.
I love lobster.
Yeah. My daughter made lobster the other day. She made like a lobster Alfredo and shared a picture with me, and I was like, I'm gonna choke you. Like, don't send me that crap. I want lobster Alfredo.
You're like, send her a picture of whittling a shank out of your toothbrush. nice lobster. Want to see my stretch marks that you gave me? Where's mine? I always do that to my son. I'm like, at first I would like to remind you that I carried you in my womb for 9 months and you were a very large baby.
Hey, this is a back step into the ice cream story.
Okay.
But Brenda agrees with me. She says, and I quote, Chasing Freedom Homestead, go to Super One for 25-cent ice cream and get a child-sized ice cream cone. It's plenty of ice cream. What do you feel about that?
I don't. That is the weirdest.
That's exactly what I say.
I'm gonna tell you what. So I got some ice cream
it.
the other day, 2 months ago, and Kim made a cup of it, took 2 bites of it, put it in the freezer. It's still there with a spoon in it. Who does that?
Saving it for a rainy day. And every time she opens the freezer and says, I wish I had ice cream.
And
she looks in my cup.
Like, there it is, right there, just getting freezer burn all over it.
I can pull it out. I can pull it out, let it defrost a little, make it into a milkshake, and one day I'll be like, ooh, I got a milkshake.
Wrong.
Alicia, Kimmy!
And I said, I've seen Kimmy do this. I can attest.
I'm good with like with 1 or 2. Same thing with my like M&Ms. I get a candy and I'll get like M&Ms and I'll eat maybe a handful of maybe 5 to 7 of them and then I save them.
And that I don't understand that. You could put $1,000 cash on the table and I will guard that for you. You put a bag of M&Ms and walk away, they are now mine. Any candy, that is mine. Kira would walk out with her Skittles. I don't even like Skittles that much. And I'd be like, I need a handful of that.
I think the wind is blowing this way.
And you getting sick?
And I think I'm getting your cold.
That's dumb.
This is stupid. And I've been sitting here by her for how long? We avoid each other the rest of the time. Except for the truck. I'm like, roll the window down.
Crack the window.
Get germs out there.
Carol said, I started making ice cream. It seems so much colder. I love homemade ice cream. And I used to make keto ice cream because I love ice cream. So I would do keto ice cream because I have one of those really cool ice cream churns. And I have all the kitchen gadgets. I am a foodie.
Bob, the answer to your question, which kind of M&Ms? My personal favorite is the coffee ones. My number 1, peanut butter or the caramel.
Yeah, not the peanut.
Not the peanut.
She will give you sad face.
Well, I'll eat them.
But the almond ones.
I'll eat them, but I don't love them. I do like the almonds too.
I really like the almond ones.
I do like the salt and vinegar almonds. Man, those are so good.
And I won't eat those because I don't like salt and vinegar.
And they have a spicy dill pickle one that is fantastic. Either.
So if you want to just get Kimmy something that I won't eat, get her that.
Ooh, yeah, do it. I would not be sad. You send her the candy, send me the almonds.
I don't need the candy. I do not need the candy.
Anna says, package, Bob.
Vicky, right? Germs don't fly 6 feet. And I have portion control problems too.
He loves peanut M&Ms. Leave it in front of him all day and they disappear. In front of him and they disappear.
Yeah. No, I can't. And then I'm like, so she's really good. She like does it right. She eats her couple, she hides it, and then it goes away. And so I never see it, so I don't think about it. But Kira's like, here's my big bag of candy right there. And I'm like editing, and I'm like, that looks good. I'm like, girl, I'm going to have to buy you more candy.
It was kind of fun though, because she bought like Skittles. We don't eat very often.
No,
but
really
she had bought a whole bunch of different kinds.
Yeah,
and put them all in one baggie, and it was so cool because you were like, wow, this is like, it's like
a surprise every handful.
And it's not just regular.
I do have to say though, I kept looking at it and I was like, all this food coloring is so bad for you. Couldn't stop myself, but still.
Yeah, with her autism, it certainly
so
is.
bad. Yeah.
Bunny photo bomb 12 o'clock. Kimmy, I do that with my ice cream. Good. I thought I'm not the only one.
No, I have to buy serving size ice creams, which are those little pints. I don't care what they say on them, because I'll eat the whole thing.
I also prefer my ice cream soft serve. So
I
even
do
if
like soft.
if we get it out of the carton and it's in the freezer, I often will try to put milk in it or let it melt a little bit until I can stir it and it's soft
Yeah.
serve, and then I'll eat it.
Oh, yeah, I don't get it that soft. But I will put it in the bowl and then wait a little bit to make it soft. What type of fish might be at that
Hi,
place?
Lou.
Hi, Lou.
Good to see ya.
So there are trout, there's bass, there's some other kind. Those are the two that I know
Good
for
ones.
sure.
That's what
The
I say.
kind that swim.
Good fish that swim. That's what kind are in that
There's
lake.
little ones and there's big ones.
Lou,
But
we
there
talked
are
about
small mouth bass and trout.
we talked about you in today's video.
We did.
You won't see it until Friday,
Yeah, unless I cut. No, Wednesday.
Wednesday, but we did talk about you. She might cut it
Tomorrow.
out. She might be like,
I probably won't. It'll probably be in there.
but she did talk. We did talk about you. Fishy fish. Yes, KJ. Those kinds of fish. I love swimming fish. They taste the best.
I love fish. I cannot believe we haven't been fishing.
Oh, guys, I gotta do this. It's driving me crazy. I'm sure it's not driving you.
Get ready.
It
She'll
is-
smack you.
Hold on. It is.
She's gonna lick your faces.
Are you clean? Like there.
I thought it was the screen. The
There we
screen
go.
is
That's
a mess.
better. I feel like it's better.
All right. Miller's Market. I haven't been there, and they have huckleberry soft serve.
What?
Yes, the
Oh.
floating fish do need to be avoided. I have a hilarious story. Hold on, get your drink because it's really funny, and I don't want you to spit your drink. Okay, so when we were little, we would have these campouts at my grandma's and over the summer, and it's like the whole family would do. It's like a family reunion campout. And my sister was a princess. Like she would not get dirty. She was like always dressed super cute, like her hair and all those things. And I was like this. So I've always been funny. And so my cousin Bill, and so my sister and I were 2 years apart, and my cousin Bill was in between us, and our moms are identical twins, so we look like siblings. So we're playing at the lake, and my cousin Bill fell asleep on one of the floaties, and my sister found this dead fish, and she waded out there like carrying this fish and laid it on him, right? And so it's like looking at him, and then wades away and gets to the side, and we're laughing, and we're like, "Hey, Bill!" And he wakes up, opens his eyes, and looks down and sees this dead fish like looking at him, and he's like, "Ah!" and grabs it and flings it, and it goes head first into her mouth. Because she was laughing. She was like, "Ah!" It goes right in her mouth. The gills get stuck on her tongue. And so she has to walk back up to get grandma to get out of her. And it's this nasty old and dead gross fish. And of course, me and Bill are just rolling. We're just rolling. It's not funny. It's not funny. We're like, yes, it is.
Can you imagine being the parent? The child comes to the door with this fish in her mouth, right? And being like, I would not be able to hold it. I would be like, hold on. I would like, I'm gonna have to stop laughing. Like, give me a minute.
I don't know how my grandma got it out of her mouth because it was full on stuck on her tongue. It was hilarious. And the worst thing is, okay, so the saddest
There's
part.
something worse than that.
Yes, because the saddest part is, so my sister died. She was in a car accident and she died.
That is bad.
So that was really sad. But at the funeral, we're sitting there, and my cousin Bill goes, "Remember the fish?" And so we're trying the front row of the whole family. Bill and I are like exploding. Like we're like trying not to laugh.
Like
where
we
you
are in
just
church?
shake. Yes. Where you just sit there and shake and like tears. And my mom's like giving me an evil look, and I turned around. I'm like, "Remember the fish?" And she's like, so then she's in on it too. Like we're all the whole family. So I had to get up there and tell them about the fish because we look like horrible people rolling at the funeral. Because we were in a town that we didn't live there. She died in Anniston, Texas, Abilene, Texas. And so the local church that kind of took care of us while we were there did the funeral. So none of these people knew us. Like, yeah.
See, Anna said it is better me wiping that off. You're going to rough in the barn before the snow flies.
We're going to try. Who said that?
Harry Moyles.
Who's being pushy? Hi, Harry. How's the windmill doing? Terrible.
The windmill's doing great. our yeah, go ahead.
It's not high enough. We need to move it back, and we need it to go up higher.
Yeah.
Or we need to move it over by the barn, because they get that over there gets a bunch of wind low.
I was gonna say it needs to go up higher, and the solar panels need to go back further because, yeah, rotation of the sun and the earth.
It's a real thing. It's a real thing. This is why I don't believe in flat Earth. This is why I'm a round earther.
Freedom Homestead says you should stop at Miller's and get some and come see me.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Or better yet, we should go for tacos. We should go for Mexican food.
I mean, I saw that they went for Mexican food without
They
us.
could go again.
I totally get that it was your son's birthday, but still, we like Isaac.
And they were in Boise, but it's only 8 hours away.
And I am sick, but still.
Spirit Lake. There's one in Spirit Lake, apparently.
Tanya said, I hope my family busts out laughing at my funeral. It means a life well lived. Mine too. I did tell my son the other day, listen, I know this is morbid, but we need to talk about this. But when I die, you need to bury me on the property, because then it makes the property a cemetery and you're tax free.
She did too. And I said, man, I wanted to be cremated. I said, but if I go before you, I volunteer my body for that.
So now we have to figure out if you're cremated, but then you're buried on the property. If you're still considered, it's still considered a cemetery. Because I mean, I want to do the tree where you're a tree and then the ashes, you put your ashes and then the tree grows.
Hi, Oliver from West Virginia.
Hi. I mean, we don't normally talk about death and dying, but right now we kind of were.
Anna, we like tacos. I mean, Isaac. Isaac, I hope you're watching.
Oh gosh, that's so funny. KJ says, my eulogy for mom had a lot of humor in it. She would have liked it. She always had humor, positive attitude. I love that. Mine is just going to be a big party in the barn, because hopefully it'll be done by then.
I said I don't want no darn. I want a celebration of life.
For reals.
No,
like,
no
disco
sad.
ball.
No sad.
Somebody needs to bring a disco ball.
Funny stories.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't happen.
And you need to be buried here, so this is a cemetery now.
Yeah.
My grandkids do not need to pay taxes. Oh, goodness.
Is it just me or is it getting sniffly out here? It could be allergies too, because it's fall.
It could. There are a lot of fall allergies going on.
I've never really had allergies before, but my family has allergies a lot. So.
Oh, I've only had allergies in Arizona because I'm a weirdo. Does that surprise you guys?
My mom says, you guys go from food to dying. We're very random. That's just how we live our
Literally.
lives.
Throughout the day, it's like, okay, change your subject, but. And then it's like the most random thing.
I'm like, I know we were talking about this 10 minutes ago, but I need to throw something out that we were talking about 10 minutes ago, and then we can go back to what you're talking about right now.
Then we can talk about that. That is literally just how it goes. How it goes. Hey, grilled cheese can be amazing. It can be amazing.
Oh, Bob. Being a retired firefighter, my funeral will be a debacle. The booze will flow hard.
Are you going to do a Viking one where you get pushed? So we could do a Viking one out on the lake. I wonder if that's legal.
At a fire? Do the fire on the raft?
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Not fun if you're dead. If you're dead, you're up in heaven with
matter.
Jesus. And you're like, yeah. I like a good fire.
Hey, look at this.
I like a good fire.
Yeah, our
be
life
cool.
is meant to be lived. Oh, Heather, you scare me every time you get up on the ladder. Me too. So today
especially.
I had the fear in me today. Today I climbed up the ladder and the post like leaned away and I was like, this is scary. I was scared going up and down the ladder.
And so we had a bracing post on the
Mhm.
other side, and it was bowing, and
Yeah.
so I put all my body weight on it and was like, I got you, I got you.
Yeah. So we had to I had to put the plumb bob up there, so I had to go all the way up to the top and then put the plumb bob on.
We should rename that Plum Bob.
I
It should be
know.
Plum Frank or something.
No, I dated a Frank.
Okay, Plum
I
Henry.
don't want to name anything after him.
Plum Henry.
I've not dated a Henry.
Oh, wait. Who got you the KJ did? The mallet. We named him.
Woo, we did name him.
You want to know his name? Do you?
Do you want to know?
Do you want to know? We're not telling you.
I'll be mad if my kids have a party without me just because I'm dead. Exactly. It was so funny. Victor used to get so mad at me because I would be like, okay, so I just need you to know that when I die, I want to be cremated. He's like, why? Why are we talking about this? I'm like, because you never know. He's like, what are you doing?
Oh, Tanya, grilled cheese with green chilies. Yum. They want to know. I'm sure they do, but nobody's saying, yeah, we want to know. Come on, guys, you're disappointing me. Liz Stout, what do you two have in your cups? Love watching you two. It's not
beer.
alcohol.
This is root beer.
This is what it says on the container.
Coca-Cola. Without the Coke. There's no Coke in there.
No cocaine.
It's not the old. It's not the old Coke. It's the new Coke.
I'll be mad if my kids have a party without me just because I'm dead.
I know. Hi, Raymond.
Raymond.
I want to know. I want to know. I want to know.
Good, KJ.
Clint Eastwood.
His name is Clint.
His name is Clint.
Yep.
The pigs are screaming.
It's not a child being
There's
murdered in
not.
the background.
It's the
Really,
pigs.
it just sounds like children being murdered in the background. We promise.
Carl Ben wants to know if we are ready for winter.
As ready as you can be, I guess.
I mean, not really.
Other than firewood.
I mean, we have a good week of nice weather. We're gonna do firewood every day, and we have the splitter until this weekend. So we're gonna get all the things that need to be split, cut, and covered. We need to move the RV off, pull the RV off, and get it moved because I really do want to get it sold.
Our list is pretty low though. We only have like 60 things or so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where did the summer go? I mean, where did the summer go? I feel like we worked hard this year. My body reminds me that I'm 50 and single and I need a husband that likes to do firewood.
Deb Chilton, hi, says.
Hi, Deb.
Hi, ladies. Think you will get the roof on before the snow flies?
I hope so. So I did get a hold of a crane operator. Sent him our Friday video of our group collaboration so he could see around the barn. And it's going to be about $800 to have him come in. So that is going to make a huge difference. So we've got milling to do. If we can get some really good work days in, finish milling all the things we have to mill, and our sawmill doesn't give us a hard time. Fingers crossed.
Good night, Bob.
Oh, good night, Bob.
He says chicken wings are upsetting his belly.
Oh, bye.
Where can a package be sent? Marsha. Hi, Marsha.
Hi,
Marsha. We have in the description of all of the videos, it has an email.
It's all the way down on the bottom.
Or
We have
a mailing address, a
mailing
PO box.
address. Yeah, it's all the way down the bottom. I'm going to be redoing the generic description that we just add to, and I'm going to move that up a little bit higher.
So when you're ready to hammer a nail, do you say to the nail, do you feel lucky?
I will be.
I will now.
It's hers. She bought a sledgehammer, so it's like 4 pounds. And I had my grandson move it for me the other day. He's like, "Whoa, this is heavy."
He's like, oh.
Liam, he's so cute.
Carl, great. I was worried about you women last winter. We made it. So this is twice where I'm like, I've made it through 2 pretty tough winters.
The toughest.
And
Yeah.
I think I can do anything.
I tell you though, so we had a few like cold. It was
Reconnecting.
oh
Oh, we're going in and out. We can't back wear our summer clothes because when it gets 90 degrees in there, it's time to put the shorts and tank top on.
yeah.
So
So it gets nice and toasty in there now that we've got the insulation in and the walls up.
KJ, it's an engineer hammer. A mini sledge is an engineer hammer.
Oh, okay.
Has to do with the head shape.
Okay.
Marcia.
But wasn't it
closer.
called an East Wick?
Yeah.
Which is why we called it East Wood, and then it was clipped.
Mhm.
Because we have another East Wick, which is the framing hammer,
We're going to name it something else.
something else.
Marcia, if I knew the address off the top of my head, I would just say it out loud to you. So, so I'm
Okay, are you
glad.
ready?
Oh, you know it.
I do
She
know
knows
it.
it. You ready?
It's 20.
Get
Oh, hi,
everybody,
kitty.
wait.
Our kitty's here, and I don't have any food out.
Everybody get your pens and pencils ready.
Hold on, kitty. We'll get you some food. 204 North 4th Avenue, Box 494, Sandpoint, Idaho, 83864.
Look at that. Oh, look, somebody put it on there.
Oh, nice.
Anna did. That's
Ba-bam.
awesome.
Ba-bam,
Thank
Anna. Hi, Tim. Got home just in time. It's kind of chilly. Like the sun's
really
going down
is.
and it got chilly. Like,
I'm glad it's not just
Wait.
me. I was like, maybe I really am getting sick because I am freezing.
I feel so bad. The kitty cat's here. When Kira's here, food was out every day, and I've dropped the
and
ball.
an abundance of
And
it.
this little kitty is just sitting there. Well, it was. She's not there anymore. Sitting there staring at us because we're like, come here, kitty, get rid of the mice.
We probably should get going soon because I got to feed the animals before it gets dark.
That's true, and they get mad. All right, guys, we're going to take off. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Make sure you go watch Friday's video. We got a update on everything that we're doing. Hold on, kitty, I'm coming. And we got an update on all the things that we're doing, and I think it's going to be a really good video, and I hope that you guys will share it. I hope that you enjoy it, and I'm excited for it. And Tanya, I think you're a genius.
You are a genius.
For your suggestion the other day, and I'm really excited to be able to implement that. And you guys will find out what that is on Friday's video. So for that, good night.
God bless.
Hold on, Key, I'm coming. I'm gonna get you some snacks.
Boop.
I'm gonna get you snacky snacks.
Boop.